If you caught Battlegrounds tournament, this guy made an impression. This lyrical wordplay, the way he put shit together is just impressive. So it was only right that we put him on the first event of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Manlab Mason!
How's everyone doing? Let's get straight into this, Triz. Big shout out. There we go. Yo, listen. Thanks for having me back, it's been a quick minute. The globe-trotting showstopper, it's so slick with it, but there's nowhere like the wedge. We got blessed on the decks, and then little birdie told me there's a vet that correct. So it'd be a disrespect the way your sweat's in a vest. That's why I'm rapping off the cuff, so I'm dressed to impress. Now, I don't need a suit to be dressed in my best. You don't need threads when you're already the best in the flesh. Rapping's in my bones, from my legs to my crest. So I love these nights where I can put my metal to the test. You shouldn't play with me unless you're better than the rest. But I don't even play, I direct. I'm the ref sitting courtside, shaking my head at this mess. And if I blow my whistle, then you'll be ejected like the rest. My drive's electric, what's a Tesla to a jet? Get it? In other words, welcome to my set. Yo, how's everyone doing? Let's get it going. Yo, thanks everyone for coming. And one sec. Big shout out to Word of Mouth. Obviously, they are visionaries, they're pioneers, they are on the forefront of hip-hop in Portsmouth, and we all love hip-hop, so, yeah, big shout out to everyone that's come. Shout out to Harbour Church, love you guys. Okay, this first song's about trust. I thought of the word trust, and I thought, let's make a song out of a single word, so hit it. And, I'll start with the hook so you guys can learn it. The hook goes like this. To rely upon strong teachers, the real universe is soft touch. To rally under sacred text, to resurrect under someone's trust. Battles with myself, in a conflict like saying that I'm rapping for my health. Nah, put it back up on the shelf, we got work to do. And not like a hammer for the belt, this is sanctity itself. What is trust? Does it match up with the wealth? If it must stack in the cash, then pour petrol out, then combust. No Joker scheme. This is closer closing scene as he slips into the dusk. But he did it all for us, and he did it all for love, which means I will look up to above when looking for one thing I can trust. In this topsy-turvy world on the cusp of disgust, so we must look in to see our outgoings and adjust. If you're fussed, like a kid now thinking it's unjust, but it's just what he does, he'll be taking the heat, so we don't have to, and that's a nice thing, so I really thank you. Yo, to rely upon strong teachers, the real universe is soft touch, to rally under sacred text, to resurrect under someone's trust. Yo, to rely upon strong teachers, the real universe is soft touch, to rally under sacred text, to resurrect under battles in myself. But in stealth, that means I'm smiling when in crowds. But inside, my mind's quiet as a mouse, lost inside a sight that is science and without. So it's blind as an eye when it's proud, or shouting I really loud. And if they reply, then it's wow, fake interest. Like a pile of cash when it's saved on the internet. Can you really see that? Your impact with no impact. The syntax of the syntax. Okay, you've seen that before. It's short like the queue of people the hero ignores. When the bank's being robbed and he appears through the door. Throws a punch, says a quip and disappears with a score. A metaphor that's only ever near to the source, but it's symbolic. Like an S on the chest, it means the best. I did say I was dressed to impress. Yo, to rely upon strong everyone. The real universe is soft touch, to rally under sacred text, to resurrect under someone's trust. Yo, to rely upon strong teachers. The real universe is soft touch, to rally under sacred text, under someone's trust. Battles with myself, like asking, do you trust me? I know I'm not the first rapper saying you should trust me, but I promise you these lines are useful. Trust me, listen, you'll be modelled in their beauty. Trust me, don't listen to those saying you are stupid if you trust me. They marvel at my bars, even superheroes trust me. But I don't even need to wear a suit to hear you trust me. But still, if you shout, I will zoom to where you trust me. And for those that are silent, I'm assuming that you trust me. Like I trust the stage I stand upon. And trust me, it's barely able to contain the weight of how you trust me. The funny way I fully feel weightless when you trust me. And for those that don't, I'll just wait for you to trust me. Until you all do, then it's raining with the trust me. Until there's no more trust left, and then it's just me. But luckily for them, Lord, I trust thee. And what a great responsibility it must be. And what a great responsibility it must be. So thanks for the great power you've entrusted me. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Yo, everyone give it up, yes? So,
Fuck off.
So I wrote that song about trust. Because listen, trust's important, but it's how we use it, right? Like, we all trust things. You guys trust the artist. Who does the artist trust? I believe that, I don't want to get preachy, but if trust is not covered, then it rusts. And that's why the word rust is in the word trust. That sounded profound.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
Listen.
Just make some more noise. Put some respect on it for
Listen,
man like Mason.
Okay. This next one is about a mathematician. Guys, who knows where this beat's from? Who knows where this beat's from? Airplanes, there we go. And we're taking off. Yeah. Alright, let's not ruin hook. Alright. So this one has a bit of a different hook, but you'll figure it out. Anyway, ready? This one's about being trapped with your talent. Taken back to where the numbers meant more. A genius counting coconuts till he's bored, but for him it didn't take long. The stones in the stars seem to stare in reply, then they're gone. Confused how a man could see the waves and be so sure when he is wrong. So I put their thoughts in a song. Where's the maths on this island? I'm not sure it's where I belong. Spoke the castaway. Life's good, he wrote so fast today. Leaves in the wood, throw the raft away. Leave him a book and some maths to play with. Drawing groups in the sand, and when the stick snaps, he uses his hand. The dots laid out all beautifully done. New like a feud with Japan. Man, damn, he's watching the waves going by when the only sound around is a man asking why, and the only things that count are connections in the sky. But at least I'm alone, but at least I'm alone. Watching waves going by when the only sound around is a man asking why, when the only things that count are connections in the sky. But at least I'm alone, but at least I'm alone. He always seemed essentially different. He was an alien, but now an alien alone in the Atlantic. Some shapes only show when you panic. Some circles in the sky only show when you plan it. If you know, then it's normal. If you don't, then it's magic. Disciplined himself to draw, cause hope is a habit. An idea only grows if you grab it. Madness, 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 act quick. You can get milk if you practice. Picking out points in the blackness. You can leave my sight if you come back with this. With the wheels and sticks for the axis. Perhaps we can steer this with the matchsticks. This drive absurd, now his ride matched it. But man, if this mind could prove its worth, it wouldn't need to leave, it could move the earth. First, watching the waves going by when the only sound around is a man asking why, and the only everybody, let's get some arms waving. They're alone, but at least I'm alone. Watching the waves going by when the only sound around is a man asking why, when the only things that count connections in the sky. But at least I'm alone, but at least I'm alone. Mathematician, eyes through the screen. Can you see what this analogy means? As sea sprays up on the windshield, shades of the ring field, ocean looking blue from the view of the writer. But I didn't write this world, it exists in spite of our attempt to leave this island. I might have been a sailor in another life, the type to build a boat and watch as it falls into fire. But then this man turns to me with a grin, and I think he isn't real, but I feel we could win. He tells me it's all about perspective, the lens with which to look at something, then send us all connected. Strip away the details like the measurements and metrics until you're left with something that is easy and effective. And he told me this, driving on the surface of the sea, said the waves looked like roads and the angle was the key. Watching the waves going by when the only sound around is a man asking why, and the only things that count are connections in the sky. But at least I'm alone, but at least I'm alone. Watching the waves going by when the only sounds around are the man asking. That takes out of you, that one. That was that's probably my favourite song I've written. Give us a second.
Oh, one more time. Let's make some more fucking noise for man like Mason in here.
That's a really fun one to rap, that is. That's got a good flow to it. So I wanted to do a range of songs today. So the first one was a conceptual. Sorry, just hold off a second. So I like to do a little bit of exposition.
That's right.
So the first one was a conceptual song. That song was a story song. This one's more of a personal song that you write when you need an outlet for your feelings. So let's hit it. Thanks. This one, you might recognise the beat. It makes a good rap beat, surprisingly. This one's got a hook, you have to learn it quite quickly. Well, that's kind of hard to answer because it's not a question, it's more like a stanza. A pattern for a girl in the form of a dance, an artistic decision to show I can't withstand her. I guess you call me a fan, watching from the stands. I'm good for a gander, it's good for the goose to be chased all around her. Well, guess who it's about, here's your answer. I feel like a Catherine Will, I said to the therapist. This feeling I thought I would never miss. Why, when my target was Everest, so high up she's the heavenist. Cause my head's in the clouds and up here the sounds are especially loud. But you're above when you look down, the fireworks next to the men on the ground. So there's no difference, the light and sound show distance. But the risk is if you wait for the pop, then time runs out and you're basically shot. Like amateur cameras mistook straight to the top. For me, saying I'm not doing it, I'm saying I'm not doing it. I say it a lot. So what's your cause of inaction? Are these things you're enacting? Cause she's on stage, so I think it's the scene you're enacting. Well, cause see you're reacting. Well, I just didn't think. Yeah, that's right, you didn't think. And now you're missing it. And that's your issue, kid. Initiative kept a pace towards heaven's entrance. Rallying interest, not expectations. Yeah, no expectations. Kept a pace towards heaven's entrance. Rallying interest, not expectation. Yeah, no expectation now. We've covered the cause like lead sheets, but she continues to affect like techniques. Why? Well, I suppose that's part of a prestige. How to impress these? Protected by a best tease. It's the best tease, like a cafe with all the best teas, or an alphabet with the best E's. One part of a name that can best seize. So hot and esteemed, but we're both thirsty, so it's best we call off the hit like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Friend, please, we're MCs, not enemies. I told you took all the best E's, but if you need more sheets, I can send trees. We've been centuries for centuries. And that's 100 years we've been getting into gear, and only now you have appeared. It's the sound I love to hear, and now I love it here. As a sheep without a shear, counting down to when I sleep, and in my dreams, well, that's when we're kept a pace towards heaven's entrance. Rallying interest, no expectation. Yeah, no expectation. Kept a pace towards heaven's entrance. Rallying interest, not expectation. Yeah, no expectation. Well, I maybe think it's beyond my training as a shrink. Maybe take her for a drink, or go skate around a rink, or go put this into ink. And if it runs down to an ink, then just start it with a K. Every letter needs a place to shine. Until the day I make her mine. Track her face through space and time. Write it down and make it rhyme. Say a prayer and take your time, or just come and wait in line. Light the fuse and count to 5, then let it go and shake the sky. So that's one might need it. It's intentionally cryptic because it obviously means a lot to me, but that one's also really fun to rap. Guys, how's everyone doing? Is everyone enjoying the night? Guys, a big shout out to all these artists as well, because it takes a lot of bravery to come up on stage. And a big JV, good to see you, mate. How's Matt doing this?
Yo, before we get into this one, yeah, obviously some of you may not have heard what Kiz said at the beginning of the night.
Yeah, it's best if you guys...
Can you just show some fucking respect when people are performing? If you need to have a conversation, do it the fuck outside, all right? We want to hear people
It takes
perform.
a lot of guts to come up and rap on stage, so it's just nice if everyone's respectful. All right, my last song of the evening. Who recognises this beat? Who knows this beat? Quick.
Let's hit some noise for
Songs of
Mason,
Mischief,
people.
right? Thanks for being a great crowd, guys. You guys are amazing. What is rap, though? What is rap? What is rap? Rap is that feeling that you get when you have a thing in common with the people that you've met. Spitting bars around a fire, it's the heat that don't forget. It's the work you put in, they can see it in the sweat. What is rap? It is best they connect with the words. It's a test, they reflect what I etched in a verse. Yeah, I rap for you, but it's best in reverse. That means you. Right for me, I stand here quietly, I just apply the beat. With the rhymes I speak in, you feel the rest. With your faces you grace this and I'll pick the best as you or you. Now I don't disrespect you all. Picturesque in this picture, yes. See, it's easy spreading love when you're indirect, but it's harder changing lives when you single out. What is rap if not the people that I sing about? It's not the skin, it's within, that's the ins and outs. So there's a little rap for you to think about. Yo, there's a little rap for you to think about. And as I come to the end of my show, I hope you've enjoyed all the threads that I sewn. These are pictures that I stitched with a pen and a poem. And I said I was the rest and now I end in the zone. And I said that on purpose because this rap game is sport to me. It's a skill so I treat it accordingly. Putting in the hours to work, most importantly I always try my best because that's the way I was taught to be. So thanks for those who come here supporting me. And even to this guy over here who's recording me. I'll be up here rapping on the stage till you're bored of me. You're part of this, making me the artist I was born to be. But it's not even me that is talking G. I live what I write so these words speak for themselves. I just preach it as well, but speaks to my wealth. So it's just common sense that I'll be keeping it still. Cause you gotta protect your neck like it's Wu-Tang. And we're going check for check. You'll be looking all fussed when they inspect your deck. And you know how it has the best effects. Man, I love rapping in the sense of wonder you get when it does happen. Now the songs are over and I'm done chatting. Let's end the set with everyone clapping. Good time. Guys, make some noise for the DJ again, and for all of you guys, you're an epic crowd. Hopefully you guys have liked those tunes, and thanks for being engaged. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some noise for Mason.